Welcome to our Management Information Systems presentation on Domino's Pizza. We are Group 44, consisting of Alistair Cook, Grant Jennings, Lee Belton, Nicholas Miller and William Martin. Domino's Pizza was founded in 1960 by Tom and James Monaghan in Michigan, America. There are currently over 8,000 stores across 55 countries worldwide, with 620 of these stores being located in the UK. Domino's mission statement is, "Exceptional people on a mission to be the best pizza delivery company in the world." Domino's Pizza's main aim is to deliver quality pizza in a timely manner at a reasonable price. Their business model sits on three key pillars: low-cost delivery-orientated store design, franchising of stores, and vertically integrated supply chain. Formerly, pizza was the only product that the company sold. However, the company has continued to develop its business model by introducing non-pizza items onto its menu.
Domino's Pizza uses information systems to gain a competitive advantage. These include reducing operating costs, which lead to higher profit margins, data storage, which improves marketing strategies, minimising the risk of human error, increased opportunity to expand the business, and time saving. Currently, Domino's offer a variety of methods for ordering their products. These include online at dominos.co.uk, in-store at a local branch, over the phone via their national hotline, by SMS message, and interactive television ordering. Once customers place their order, they can decide to either collect in store or have it delivered.
When ordering online, the process consists of 4 stages: placing the order, checkout, delivery, and payment. As well as there being many variations on each type of pizza, there are also sides, drinks and desserts which can all be ordered. On the website, there is also a food guide which tells customers about nutritional information about the products they're ordering. There is also a sidebar which calculates the current price of the items they've ordered. When ordering online, the Domino's Pizza website has many tools which are all useful to the customer in their decision-making process. For example, along the top there is navigation tabs which indicate to the customer which stage of the process they are currently at. There are also product category headings indicating the groups of items they may wish to order from. The website also has nutritional information about all of Domino's products, including pizzas and sides. There is a Create Your Own section where customers can customise their own pizza, which can include anything from the size of pizza they require, the base or the topping. On the top right corner there is an auto-calculating basket. This tells the customer the current value of the items they have ordered. It is here that customers can also delete any items they do not require. This is our entity relationship diagram about Domino's Pizza, which we drew using the online software Glyphy. The entity relationship diagram shows 4 entities, including customer, order, product, and store. Each entity has several attributes, and for each entity there is one specific attribute which is underlined. These are the primary keys. The diagram shows how one customer can place many orders, and that one order can consist of many products. It also shows how one store can receive many orders.
We have created the database using Microsoft Access, which includes 4 tables: customer, order, product, and store. The ER diagram that you saw in the previous slide shows the relationships between the different tables within our database.
The first table in our database is the customer table. The first field is the customer ID. This is the primary key, as each number for each different customer is unique. The other fields in the customer table include the customer's name, address, postcode, email, and contact phone number. The second table in our database is the order table. This includes fields such as order number, time, value, type, payment, and the customer ID and store ID. The store ID is different for every different store, as this is how each store is identified. Within the order payment field, it shows whether the customer has chosen to pay cash or on a credit or debit card. In the order type field, it shows whether the customer is required to have delivery or whether they've chosen collection.
The third table in our database is the product table. It consists of the fields product ID, category, name, and price. The primary key of this table is the product ID, which is a mixture of letters and numbers representing the different sizes and types of products.
The final table in our database is the store table. This consists of store ID, store name, store address, postcode and telephone number. The primary key for this table is the store ID, which consists of the first two letters of the store location.
Each of the tables in our database are linked by relationships between the primary keys. This allows us to run SQL queries between the tables in order to find specific information according to certain criteria. Examples of SQL queries we have already run can be found on the upcoming slides.
SQL, often referred to as structured query language, was first developed in the early 1970s. It is a computer database language designed for managing data in a relational database. SQL has three statements: select, from and where. Select identifies which fields you require information from. The from clause chooses which tables to pull the information from, and where identifies the information which matches the criteria. The first of our three SQL queries is our value, time and location query. This query identifies orders which have a value over £30, have been placed before 6 p.m, and customers that have a postcode within the Guildford area. The screenshot of the Domino's website shows an order which has a value over £30. The second of our SQL queries is the time and delivery query. This query identifies orders which were made after 6 p.m. and from customers who have requested the delivery option. This would be useful for Domino's to know, as they would know on average how many delivery workers they would need each night. The print screen of the Domino's website shows a customer who has selected the delivery option. The third and final of our SQL queries is the value, payment type and store query. This query identifies orders with a value of less than £20 from customers who have paid by credit or debit card and have ordered from the Southampton store. This would be useful for the Southampton store, as they would be able to see how many people are paying for small orders by card and whether they need to introduce a minimum card spend. The online print screen shows a customer who has selected the pay by card option. On the whole, we found the Domino's website to be generally very user-friendly and easy to navigate. We found the layout was very clear and that there was not an overload of information, which we have found on some of Domino's competitors' websites. There were, however, a couple of minor improvements which we think could have been made.
Our first suggested improvement for Domino's is to add link hover to all of their links. Link hover states that ideally, when you hover over a link, it should change colour or size to let the user know that they are hovering. Some of the buttons on Domino's website do use this feature, but many of them do not. The print screen of the Order Now button, for example, does not, and we think this could be made better by changing to a brighter green or larger button when you hover over it. Our second suggested improvement is that when a customer selects the Collect from Store option, a map and directions should appear to guide them from their address to the nearest store. Our first suggested improvement for Domino's is to add link hover to all of their links. Link hover states that ideally, when you hover over a link, it should change colour or size to let the user know that they are hovering. Some of the buttons on Domino's website do use this feature, but many others do not. On our print screen, the Order Now button, for example, does not, and this can be made better by changing to a brighter green or a larger button when you hover over it. Our second suggested improvement is that when a customer selects the Collect from Store option, a map and directions should appear to guide them from their address to the nearest store.
The third improvement, which we think should be made to Domino's Pizza website, is that all the font should be one standard font. Throughout the website it is the same, however on the legal page the font is clearly different. This makes it look out of place. Our fourth and final suggestion on how to improve the website is that under the running total of where the customer has placed their potential order, there should be the option to insert voucher codes, and this should be calculated and discounted from their running total.
Domino's Pizza. Homer. Oh.
New from Domino's, the I Carumba Fajita Pizza. Delicious strips of tender chicken fajita on a thin crust base.
Sorry.
sorry I blew it for us, boy.
Pizza truck! Oh no! Hey, hey, hey!